Master Your Mindset Radio, episode 83.
Welcome to Master Your Mindset Radio, the show where we empower you to conquer limiting beliefs and transform your world with your gifting and purpose. Now for your host, Elizabeth Nader.
Hi friends, welcome back to another episode. Today's topic is moving from the scarcity mindset to the abundance mindset. Scarcity is something that you have probably been trained to believe and buy into without even realizing it. Somehow, as we grow up in this world, we tend to look at resources around us as limited. And it really depends somewhat on your childhood and the way your parents impacted you or other voices of authority in terms of what they focus on. But generally speaking, we have a construct in our mind in this world that everything has its limits. And I'm not saying that's not entirely true, but we use that scarcity mindset and we have a tendency to apply it to everything. So we think about things like, for example, money. We believe that there is only so much money in the world. Now, is there literally a certain count of dollars out there? Sure. Are there literally only so many $100 bills, $10 bills, whatever, in circulation? Yes, there are limits to physical things in that regard, but that's not really what we think about. We think about scarcity related to money as though if someone has more, we will have less. Now, that's not something that you maybe think as directly as that or say out loud, but a lot of people will look at others who are doing well financially and have this feeling that somehow that means there is less for you. That if someone else obtains something, that means there's less for you to obtain of it. This is a commonly held misbelief when it comes to money. But the scarcity mindset is not just about money. It's also about many other things in life that we want to obtain. I was at a dinner last night with girlfriends and I heard them talking about other moms who have all of this competition between them regarding college and where their kids are going to college, getting into college, and this sharing of information and competition, and who's has the best offers and who's doing the most and who actually is going to get the best scholarship. And there's this competition that's veiled under the sense of, oh, congratulations, Johnny got that. Oh, congratulations, Tommy got that. But the truth is there's this tension of competition. And it's the same idea as a scarcity mindset. That's really what it is. It's this idea that if your child does well, gets into a great school, gets a great scholarship, that means that there's less for my child. But it's simply not true. Or somehow it reflects on you what someone else does. It's just not true. Why do we react that way? Why do we think if someone else is doing well in an area that we want to be doing well in, that means that there's not enough for us? Why is it we think if we have a good idea for business that, someone already thought of it, so I can't make that work? Why do we think if someone has met their soulmate and we haven't, that there's probably less hope for us now? It's these ideas that come into our head that sometimes we don't say out loud, but the reaction to other people achieving, other people attracting things into their life that we also want to other people making things happen, doing well, often is for us to think, well, it's going to be that much harder for me now. And that is the lie of scarcity. The mindset of abundance, however, tells you that there is more than enough for everyone. Scarcity makes you focus and look at other people. Focus on them, their achievements or whatever they gain. And that's where you're looking, and it always makes you feel less than. But the mindset of abundance, when you think about it, you're really operating from the standpoint of there is no limit. Anything is possible. It doesn't matter if someone else is doing well financially. That doesn't mean I can't do that as well. That doesn't mean that there's less for me. It doesn't matter if this guy got a promotion and I didn't, because my path is my path. There is still the opportunity that fits my talent and fits my particular destiny and purpose. What does he or she have to do with you? Well, in the mindset of scarcity, it takes away from you. In the mindset of abundance, you are following your own path. You are believing that all good things will come to you as you continue to chase your purpose, as you continue to want to experience your destiny. The mindset of abundance focuses on what you have, not what you don't have, right? The mindset of scarcity is all about the negative. It's all about what you don't have. And it's all about seeing what other people are doing and making you feel like you cannot accomplish. People do this with business ideas. Yes, it's smart to look at a market and say, is it saturated? Or do you have a different way of offering a product or service? But often people who want to start something will say there are too many people in this field, or I can't win because someone already thought of it. But that is just simply a mindset of scarcity. It's not wisdom. Wisdom would be looking closely at all of that and making a determination of whether or not you think you can stand out in that space. But just assuming because your idea is not unique enough that you can't make it work is a mindset of scarcity. Seeing someone else do well in a position that you believe you would do well in and thinking because they are there, there's less for me is a mindset of scarcity. But the mindset of abundance tells you there are possibilities all around you. When you look at the world through the mindset of abundance, you see more options, you see choices, you see more resources, you see everything as usable, you see everything as a possibility rather than seeing less than as you look around you. You, instead of thinking, I can't do it or it's impossible, it's more of a can-do attitude because you don't see limits. So you can say to yourself, if I had all the time and the money in the world, and if I knew I couldn't fail, what would I do, right? What could I achieve? That's the abundance mindset, rather than putting up the walls of limitations and saying there's only so much, everything has its limit. Instead of looking at the world as though there are boundaries that you can't cross, you look at the world as though anything is possible. And if I could have unlimited time, unlimited money, and I knew I couldn't fail, what would I try? What would I try? That's an abundance mindset. Guess what happens when you think that way? You attract better things. It's not that you don't fail. It's not that you don't go through difficult times, but the way that you look at what happens changes everything. Remember, life is 90% how you react to the things that happen to you, and only 10% what happens to you. So approaching your life, approaching your choices, approaching your relationships, approaching your business, your career with an abundance mindset rather than a mindset of scarcity allows you to see possibility. It allows you to see situations as win-win rather than me versus them, rather than competitive as in only one person wins, right? Win-lose. You see situations as win-win. You look for ways for you to win as well as someone else because you don't feel like you have to grab more than them. You don't feel like you have to step over them to get to where you want to go because the law of scarcity doesn't exist for you. It's not real. It's not true. It's a lie. Scarcity is a lie. Instead, you see things through abundance. So why would you need to step over someone else? Why would someone else need to fail for you to win? And that opens you up to so many possibilities and partnerships and ways of working with people and being a leader that inspires people, inspires them to see life the same way. This is an attitude shift. It truly is. This isn't magic. This is you simply making the decision every day that as soon as your brain starts to tell you that there are limits to things or that someone else got something now that means less for you, as soon as you start to hear those messages, you counteract that and you say, no, the world is a place of abundance. My life is a place of abundance. And I can attract to my life anything that I need because I'm walking in abundance. And God is blessing me abundantly with everything that I need to be who He created me to be. Why would God make you a certain way with gifts and talents and potential and then put scarcity around you and then limit you with scarce resources? It's a lie. It's not true. That would make Him a cruel God. He's not a cruel God. He is a God of abundance. He owns everything. He gives you those gifts inside of you, and then He gives you the tools for them to grow and to change this world. But often we look around and we don't see them and we think that we are in scarcity. And some people just choose scarcity the rest of their life. They just embrace it. It's like becomes like a comfort blanket to them. They will always live in scarcity, but it is a choice. We are not designed to live that way. We are designed to live in abundance, because only in abundance then do our gifts and our talents and our unique purpose begin to change the world in the way that it's meant to. It's simply a matter of changing your mindset. It's so important to do that. So I challenge you to think through the times where you are only seeing scarcity and say, no, I don't buy into that anymore. Choose to be in a mindset of abundance. Focus on what you already have, because everyone has something. Put yourself in situations where you support other people that are win-win situations. You're looking to have other people win with you, that the competition of one over the other is not important to you because you're not worried about scarcity. And train your mind to look around you and see possibility instead of limits. Two very different things. And really be careful who you hang out with, because the truth is, if you're constantly around people who speak in terms of scarcity, who look at this world as limited, who don't understand the law of abundance, who embrace the lie of scarcity, that will seep into your attitude and your mindset. It's impossible for it not to. So who are you listening to? What words are getting into your spirit? What are you believing about that? Do you believe God is a God of scarce resources, or do you believe he has limitless resources? And does he want to bless you, or does he want to see you suffer? No, he wants you to walk in abundance. And finally, I think what's more important than anything is to be grateful daily, to be grateful, because we don't always find ourselves in a situation that feels great, right? We don't always think that everything around us is humming well and there are no issues. We have challenges all the time. We have situations that could make us feel like we're in scarcity. And in fact, on paper, things might look scarce, right? In the details of our life. But the choice to move into a mindset of abundance is a preemptive move. It means being grateful for what you do have today so that you will have more tomorrow. I heard somebody say once to me, what if we woke up tomorrow with only the things we were grateful for yesterday, or today actually, right? What if we woke up tomorrow with only the things we were grateful for today? That's pretty scary. So being grateful for what we have now and making that clear, not only to God, but to people around us, that we are grateful for what we already have, opens a door for more. It truly does, in a genuine way. So I hope that this helps you catch yourself when you're thinking that things are scarce, when you're looking at other people and that's making you feel less than, when you think that resources you need have limits. I need you to change that and think about what it means to have a mindset of abundance. Be grateful today, be grateful tomorrow. Continue to understand that everything is limitless. It truly is. Have that mindset, and it'll change the way you look at your opportunities as well as your challenges. Have a great week, guys. Stay in a mindset of abundance.
Thank you for listening to Master Your Mindset Radio. Before you go, if you want to be part of a free online community of like-minded individuals for support, resources, and inspiration as you conquer your limiting beliefs and pursue your purpose, go to elizabethnader.com/community. That's elizabethnader.com/community, or search for Master Your Mindset Academy private group on Facebook. Looking forward to seeing you online.